I mean, a day like today, we've got just a fair old, fair northwest wind on.
Kevin was hoping that conversations about wind turbines had been consigned to history. Back in 2015, he was part of a group that successfully fought off a huge onshore wind proposal for land near to his home in Lincolnshire's Nocton Fen. Energy crisis or not, his views about onshore wind haven't changed.
I am totally against them. I think they're not financially viable without subsidies and government backing, so is it something what's going to financially stand up on its own?
East Yorkshire's Sancton wind farm was one of the last major projects to be built before the government in 2015 changed the planning system to restrict onshore wind. It's still unclear what power local communities will have to accept or reject onshore wind proposals. We're still to get that detail. What is clear, though, is that the wind turbine industry wants to get cracking.
It makes sense for wind farm owners to build them where the wind resources are at the strongest. So, parts of the East Coast do fit that criteria. But ultimately, the lessons that have been learned from over the last decade is that it's really important to build new power generation capacity in lockstep with local communities.
You've got to look at your wildlife with a wind farm where it's going to be situated. As in Nocton Fen, although it's open countryside, we've got an array of wildlife in Nocton Fen.
There's been fierce opposition to onshore turbines in Lincolnshire, condemned as being a blight on the landscape. But the message from the heart of government is that planning regulations are going to be streamlined, and this divisive form of power could soon be back on the horizon. Paul Murphy, BBC Look North, Nocton Fen.